Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a brand new WRC 8 video. We're back on WRC 8 with a career mode, and before we get onto this video, thank you so much for the amazing support that you've shown on the latest videos. Like, this month has been crazy for my channel. I've gained plenty of subscribers and got plenty of views, so thank you a lot about that. I really appreciate it, and sorry if the content is not as much as you would like it to be, but as I already told you, studies are my priority for this year, and it's just gonna be like that until June. But enough talking about my status and all that, I think you know, but it's time to get back into this career mode. As you can see right here, after the Rally of Sweden, where we actually won, we're gonna be doing a historic event, and it's the first one. Nice wrongly there. And it's gonna be the first historic event that we're gonna be doing on this career mode. We're driving the Lancia Fulvia. I've heard that the historic cars, and I can tell you that the historic cars are not the most realistic driving cars out there. Obviously, Rally 2.0 is doing better with the historic cars, is what it's been doing for most of the time. Like from Rally 1, it had that huge variety of historic cars that just drove very well, and it was very enjoyable. As for this car, I'm not saying it's not enjoyable, I'm just saying it drives very easy. Like, it's very easy to control this car, very easy to drive it, very easy to master it, pretty much. That's my only complaint about this car.
Into left 3, open long, 30. Keep middle over crest, 60. Right 2, open, 40. Left. Right 4, 30. Right 3, short into left 3. And right 5, short, 30. Caution, brake, square left, 30. Narrows. And left 4, medium, tightens, don't cut, and right 6, 100. Right 4, don't cut, 30. Left 3, 40.
As for the stage, it's the German stages, and we've done very well. The car, as you can see, is very easy to drive, and we're going to be ending this with a 3:39.4. We're actually going to be first with a gap of 8.7 seconds. So that's quite a gap here. I told you I felt very comfortable in this car. I only did like one mistake at the start, where I had the bad sector pretty much, and that's pretty much all about it. We're gonna gain 8k out of this historic event, quite a lot of money, some experience here and there. And now there's some new team objectives. The short-term objective, which is to not use the hard tires in the next rally, and to perform at least 3 extreme events in the next 6 weeks, which probably is going to be quite tough. But without further ado, we're going to be jumping onto the Argentinian Rally, the main event for this episode. We're back on our Volkswagen Polo WRC2 car, and we are starting our rally here in Argentina. This is the first stage. Argentina is famously known as one of the tough rallies. I've started this stage off with a pretty bad mistake, but it is known as a pretty tough rally overly. Like, it's one of those rallies with the rocks, the low speed corners, the narrow parts. It's a very enjoyable rally, and it's also the video that got me something like 1.3k views, which was insane, considering I don't really get those kind of views nowadays. Like, I haven't got 1k views in something like 2 years, and 9 months I got 1k views on 2 of my videos. But so far so good through the water here. As you can see, the first sector wasn't really fast, but I feel like we can still do very well. We're not that slow. I hope so, at least.
Left 4 into kinks, narrows, and left 3, rock in. Into right 4 and left 3, don't cut. Caution, kinks, narrows, wall out. For hairpin right, narrows into hairpin left, cut 20.
A green sector hit, and my game just freezed. Thank you, game. Nice. I just froze and I lost plenty of time now. Brilliant. I don't know how it froze. It hasn't froze. Like, it just completely froze. I don't know what happened here. But we're back on. But I lost plenty of time. I wouldn't have crashed on the hairpin. That's ridiculous there. I don't know if that's an optimization issue or something, but the game just doesn't really freeze. Like, it's the first time it's done that to me.
And left 6, tightens 3, short and right 4, 30. Left 4, bumpy and right 3, small cut.
That could have ended badly there, but we've saved it. Some very fast corners. I can see a bad sector. That's probably due to the hairpin there. I'm pretty mad. I'm pretty mad that we actually lost time on a hairpin. That I would have never made a mistake. And that gate corner is, as I've told you, the most annoying corner in the entire game. I just hate this corner.
Left 4, narrows, keep in. Into flat right, tightens 4 long, keep in.
It hasn't been the best, but it hasn't also been the worst stage. I'm expecting myself to be around the top 5, and now on to across the finish line 4:56.4, and it's just about going to be slower than Kelly Rovanperä. 2.7 seconds slower than him, ahead of Greensmith, which is pretty surprising considering Greensmith is having a pretty good season so far. But I think if we didn't make that mistake on the hairpin, if the game didn't freeze there, we would have been on first. We would have been ahead of Rovanperä, but because I've lost over 3 seconds on that hairpin by itself. And now we're on to the second stage, and you might actually remember this stage from WRC 7. It's a 1v1 event, if I'm correct. It's one of those nice load events where you do something around 2 laps around this, and yeah, that's just all about it. I think it's 2 laps around this circuit, sort of. And away we go for the second stage. You can actually listen to the other car engine on the left hand side, but we don't really care about the other car. We only care about our performance and how well we perform on this stage, as we're on a fight against Rovanperä for the Argentinian Rally. And yeah, let's just see how well we can do. We seem to be pretty similar on pace, considering we only lost due to the freezing on the first stage. So, you know, we could be up for victory here in Argentina. As we can see, I think that's a Ford Fiesta on the left hand side there. Must be a Ford Fiesta R5. Huge jump over there, very funny to see the cars just jumping around. These WRC2 cars are very enjoyable to drive.
And right 4 short, open long, keep in. Into left 3 short, into right 3. And caution, hairpin. Through water into left 5 short, over crest 30. 5 tightens, keep into left 3, open.
Oh, that's gonna be a mistake here. Try to go full speed over the water here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go full throttle over the water, trying to gain as much time as I can, and I made that roll. I risked it quite a lot there, and that's going to be a mistake. I don't know how much time it's going to cost us. Apparently, it's not going to cost us a lot of time, since we got a green sector here. On the first and second sector, we are fastest. So, this could be a victory here on the second stage.
Into right 3, short, open over bump. Into left 5, tightens 3. Left 3 into right 5.
Slow down here through this water part, and now through the final couple of corners we got a green third sector, so it's all down to this final sector to actually win this stage. And reduce the gap from Rovanpera, and now this is going to be the fast water part again. I'm going to gonna lift off the throttle this time round. Still gonna make the same sort of mistake there. Unfortunately, this time the car didn't really roll over, but it still might have lost some kind of time. And around the final corner now, we are across the finish line at 4:44.3. Let's see how well we're gonna do. And yeah, we're not first. How are we not first? How the freaking hell are we not first? I had 3 green sectors, and all of a sudden on the final one we're actually going to lose out. And we're not going to lose out to Rovanpera, we're going to lose out to both Rovanpera and Greensmith. The gap is now up to 4.6 seconds. I was very frustrated that I didn't even check out the statistics, which would be the answer to my questions right now. But the only chance for me to lose this stage was that I was actually faster on the first 3 sectors, but only by a slight margin, and apparently I had a terrible final sector, and I completely lost out on the victory here on that stage, which is very, very frustrating to say the least. But we're back to the motorhome. We're going to be repairing the car. The car is pretty much ready for the second day. 2 more stages to go. Let's just see how well we can do, and if we can actually recover from that terrible second stage that has completely destroyed me. Like, I was expecting a victory here to reduce the gap from Rovanpera, but still the gap is only 4 seconds. There's still a lot to give, and away we go for the 3rd stage of the Argentinian Rally. Let's see how well we can do. Can we get back into it and fight for that victory here in Argentina? We're gonna find out very, very soon.
F3 narrows, definitely don't cut, 50. Crest into right 4, tighten short, 50. Hairpin left, 100. For hairpin left, keep into square right, cut into grid. Right 3 for hairpin right. Hairpin left, 30. Fast kicks, 50. Right 5 short. Left 5, tightens.
We had a 1st and 3rd fastest sector, but I'm not really taking this into consideration. Even a 4th green sector, not taking this into consideration since the previous stage was pretty unfair, showing me I was faster on the first 3 sectors and then absolutely losing it. So I'm just gonna keep on pushing onto the final sector, trying to get this victory here on the penultimate stage. I'm absolutely giving my everything with even a slightly damaged suspension. This has come to my attention now.
Caution, square left at junction, 50. Left 6, medium, tightens 3 and right 5, 30.
We're gonna be running wide here. That's gonna be a mistake. Not really happy to see that happening 200 meters before the finish line. Is that gonna cost us victory here? And we're gonna be again frustrated. A mistake on the final couple of meters. It's not gonna cost us victory. It's obviously gonna cost us plenty of time. That must have been around a second or 2 here as we run wide onto the penultimate corner, but that's going to be a 5.8 second gap from Greensmith and 13.9 second gap from Keller Rovanpera. And all of a sudden, going into the final stage, we're actually leading the Argentinian Rally, 7.3 seconds ahead of Rovanpera of Greensmith and 9.3 seconds ahead of Rovanpera. That's just impressive. All of a sudden, we're actually leading the Argentinian Rally. But I'm not getting my hopes up, because we're now on to the final stage, which is the toughest stage on the game, as I've actually described it as the toughest stage on the game. Both me and GB Grosvenor have described it as the toughest stage on this game. I feel like it is. And bear in mind, I've recorded this before the Ford Fiesta video on these stages, so I don't really know this stage very well. I'm not saying I'm gonna lose it all. I'm just saying I don't really remember this stage, because it's my first time on this stage. This is the first time I drove on this stage. Just saying.
Into right 2 and hairpin right.
I know I'm leading the rally, but going into this stage, which is a very long stage, there's a high chance of making mistakes. There's a high chance of losing a lot of time. Well, I'm not really comfortable with confirming the victory, pretty much.
And left 4 into right 2 for right 3. Left 5, keep in, into right 4, open, don't cut. Into left 5, short, open, long. Narrows into canyon and right 3, tightens 100. Right 6 long, tightens 4, narrows into left 2.
That's what I was afraid of.
And right 4.
Look at that, the car is... Oh my god, look at the condition that the car is now. I hate this stage. I had a very good first sector, but rather than that, from there and on, it's just been terrible.
Left 3. And left 4 narrows. Into slow kinks for right 2. Danger into bridge, very narrow. And left 4. And right 3 into left 3 tightens. Into right 1, very narrow. Keep middle, don't cut. And hairpin left into right 2 for left 2. Flat right, and danger left 5, break over bridge into right 3, open. And right 4, cut into left 4, long, tightens. Round rock. Into right 5, tightens 150.
And that's just going to end our chances of winning this rally. That's where I knew that everything was completely over. Just about when I was gaining confidence again, I was like, okay, we might just gain that little time. We might not lose as much time and actually win this rally. But I also got a 9-second penalty. That's just gonna completely end my chances here. And we're also gonna run wide here. The car's at a terrible state. I can't turn, I can't brake. The suspensions are terrible. Like I just don't really have any confidence in the car now anymore. And around the final corner, just to end the Argentinian Rally, it's not going to end on a high note. I know it's not going to be victory. Most likely it's not going to be. It's not going to be victory, is it? It's not. It's not. And it's a 29-second gap from Greensmith. And as you can see here, let's just check the statistics real quickly. Greensmith just completely dominated the stage. He was fastest on all sectors apart from the first one where I was just a little bit faster. Rovanpera lost time as well, but on sector 4 and 3 I completely messed it up. And these are the final results. With a 9-second penalty, we're gonna be ending up third. It's a podium still, but this pretty much shows off what this game is all about. It's like on the penultimate stage we were leading with a gap of 7 and 13 seconds, and at the end of the day, due to this very tough stage, we're gonna miss out on not first, not second, but yeah, we missed out on the top 2 spots to stay with the third position pretty much. And yeah, this is just exciting. This is rallying pretty much, you know. This happens also in real life. Like, could have done better on the final stage, could have got the victory here in Argentina, but I mean, it's only the 3rd episode of this series. Like, don't expect me to do perfect on all those events, but we still got a podium. We still got 3 points out of this power stage, but I feel like we lost out on victory, whereas we could have done much better. As for kind of Rovanpera, as you can see, he only has 2 rallies on his record this season, so that's why he's down there. He's a very good driver, so probably if he competes in more rallies, he could even win the championship. Him, Greensmith, or even me, I feel like we were doing very well, and we could be in for a shot in this championship, considering on our future results in this season. So we're back now to the motorhome, and we're gonna be doing some of the R&D upgrades. And yeah, we got 2 resource points, and first one I'm gonna be doing is an aero upgrade for the performance, and probably I'm gonna be doing a reliability, a SOC Abster, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It was on the reliability R&D tree, so that's what we're doing. We're also gonna pay for the repair costs, and we're also gonna be updating the crew members pretty much. So that's all about this episode. A very good rally. It was very interesting, to say the least. I feel like it was one of those rallies where you were on the edge of your seat till the final stage. You know, I wasn't expecting myself to end up on first, but when I saw that I was leading the rally, going to the penultimate stage with a pretty comfortable gap, I was like, okay, we might actually win this. But then I also saw that we had as a final stage this stage, which is the toughest stage in the game, and you know, you need to watch out on that stage, because otherwise you know, it's just you're just gonna make plenty of mistakes like I did here on the final stage, and we lost out on the victory. But currently I'm really enjoying this game. I've also got the 4th episode ready, so expect it somewhere around the weekend. But I really want to post some Dare Rally 2.0 at the same time. F1 2019 career mode, forget about that. Not posting it again. It doesn't get any views, nobody cares about it, so it's just going to be the rallying games that I post, and probably some other new games like Carcraft or the sim racing games that I play here on the channel here and there. So that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, share this video with your friends if they're looking for fresh racing content, and until the next video, guys, I'll catch you later. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the big moment we've all been waiting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, place your turntable in front of your guests.